Hi, my name is Gabriella Harrison. Um, I am currently in my senior year at the University of Houston studying early childhood. Um, at the end of the program, I will be certified for early childhood through sixth. Um, Currently, I am student teaching. I'm in my student teaching one part of the program, and I'll be doing my student teaching in a fifth grade class, and it is a reading language arts class. My school is Burks Elementary in Cy-Fair ISD. Um, I am very excited to teach reading and writing. I think that reading is one of the most important core subjects to take. Reading is helpful at keeping your brain sharp and really developing the comprehension and skills necessary to be successful in almost every other subject. If you can't read and write, you really can't do much else. So I think that reading and writing is definitely a big core component in all subjects. I do not have very much experience teaching or speaking other languages. Being in the state of Texas, though, it is important, I think, to have somewhat of a small vocabulary of either Spanish um, and a few other languages, Spanish being probably the top um, necessary language to be able to speak somewhat. You have a lot of ESL students coming in the class. Sometimes it can be a majority of your class that's ESL. Uh, I myself in high school took French for 2 years, and it's sad to say, but not much of it retained in my brain. There was not very much retention there. I got through it, and it was one of those things that you had to learn so quickly that you ended up just taking it in enough to be able to regurgitate it on a test or pass a quiz the next day. I really never became fluent in it. I think that one of the most important things when you're learning a new language to do is to travel to where the language is primarily spoken. I think that that immersion into that culture can help you so much more easily um, absorb, I guess is the right word, the technique and the different ways that they use it, because you can learn it one way, but a culture might have their own tweak on things. Um, so yeah, I took French in high school, which was, I guess, not very helpful if you're going to live in the state of Texas. Really, Louisiana would be like the top state that French could be of use, almost like on a daily basis. The class that I am currently doing, the fifth grade reading language arts class, has 3 or 4 students that are NAC students. And NAC, it's an acronym like NAC, but it basically means that this student will be coming to you um, fresh from another country. So we have 3 to 4 students, I believe, in my homeroom class that are coming from um, Vietnam. They all speak Vietnamese. So the class is still considered um, ESL, not primarily ESL, because again, it's only about 3 to 4 students, but they do fall into that category of English being their second language. And most of them, most of the kids can somewhat speak English, but across the board, almost all of them, what I've noticed is their parents do not. So you have to go through the student, and the student kind of has to translate almost everything for their parents, which can be a little bit of a struggle between the teacher and the parent as far as communication. I think that teachers in every classroom, if you're going to have students or parents that primarily speak another language, the teacher in that classroom holds somewhat of a responsibility to um, educate themselves to a degree in that language. It can be a very long and strenuous year if you can't simply have the simplest conversation with a parent. There's plenty of times where you'll need to write an email or make a phone call, and being able to get across to the parents important information can be difficult if you have no knowledge or understanding of their language. I believe that teachers should constantly be making attempts to go to trainings or go to classes and courses that teach them not only language but culture. That way, teachers have a better understanding and can kind of see sometimes where parents and students might be coming from on different, you know, um, situations that may arise. I'm really excited about this course. I think that there's going to be a lot to learn. I think that there's going to be a lot I can take from here and apply to the class that I'm currently student teaching in. Again, with 3 or 4 students being NAC students straight from Vietnam, speaking Vietnamese. I think this course will provide a lot of information that I could use and make useful for this school year. I'm looking forward to watching everybody else's videos and commenting, and can't wait to see what some of you guys have to comment on my video. Thank you for watching.